everybody, I'm here for a quick little video. I have something here from the Asian Vintage TN shop on Etsy. I placed an order over the weekend. All I did was cut open the bag, so you wouldn't have to see me struggle with that. Except I have extra stuff in here that I didn't order. There's a lovely note. Hi John, I'm a friend of your YouTube channel. I'm sending you a free TN. Hope you can include it in your next review. Thanks, Len. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. I've ordered from the shop in the past. I've ordered some rings that I used to put in. Ooh, this is what I ordered right here. This is something special. So let's take a look. So I have been a huge fan recently of this size. This is my A6 from Lady Falcon Traveler. This was her old LFT. This is an A6, and I've moved everything into the A6 size. Like I have my pseudo bullet journal in here, some new washi I got, some upcoming videos, and actually there it says Asian Vintage Unboxing. But I've moved everything into the A6 because I'm going to be using A6 next year. And actually you might have seen my video or post on Instagram about this lovely little A6 I have from the Foxy Fix. It's the pumpkin spice, and it's the like notebook holder. It has a Midori MD grid notebook in it. But next year I'm going to use A6 for everything. It's going to take place of my passport wallet, and it's going to take place of my B6 journal. So let's set this aside first, because let's talk about the A6, because this is what I ordered. I ordered, this is an A6 size in the brown leather that is very, very, very similar. It's not the same, but it's a very similar type of a pull-up leather to the Midori and the Traveler's Notebook. And I wanted to get a Midori in an A6 size, but they don't do it, so this was the next best thing. And it has that similar nap, except it has 4 inserts. And so it's a classic notebook. It smells nice. And it feels like a Midori, except it might be just a little bit firmer, but that's because it's new, and my new Midoris were the same way. But all you can see is it's a simple piece of leather, and you can see it's a pull-up leather because of the way the spine does this, and also when you bend a corner, see how look how lovely that, and then it rubs out. So this probably won't rub out because it's the spine and it's been bent and folded, and actually it kind of is rubbing out. But here is their maker mark. It's kind of hard to see because of the dark leather. But it says Asian Vintage, there's a line, and then it says Traveler's Notebook. It's very pretty. So this is what I ordered. And just so you know, it comes with an extra orange elastic, and it also comes with a extra piece of leather that you can put on your notebook if you want to either hold a pen, or if you want, you know, a nice closure to protect your inserts if you really like to stuff your notebook. And I love that there's the orange, because I kind of have this brown orange thing going, which I love. So there's that. And the next thing that I ordered, that's beautiful, was this. It's an A6 notebook. And this is the only place I've ever seen it is at the Asian Vintage Shop. Do I have it the right way? Upside, yeah. So you can see it's kind of Hobonichi size, kind of like this Midori MD size. But what you'll see is when you open it up, it says planner book. And what I'll do is I will zoom in for this. So it says planner book. And then you'll see, just like the Midori or the Hobonichi, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 months. So that's kind of what this is. Or you could use them for tracking, but they look very similar to, you know, like, because you've got 1 through 31. And then you'll see like 1 month. Then you have an undated month. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 11 and 12. So you have 12 months. And it is a Monday start through Sunday. You have a little memo, and then you have a little checklist. And you can see there's a dotted line here separating the box into half. So if you wanted to have like work and home or morning, afternoon, you could divide it any way you need to. Then you'll look. There's a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and there's space at the bottom. So you have a bunch of the weeklies. They keep on going. There you go. I'm not sure how many there are, but there's a lot. And here's the final week. And then, if you look, this is very similar to a Hobonichi day on a page. And so you've got like your weather you can choose from. You've got your top 5 or 5 important things or places to put phone numbers or tasks. And then you can put, you know, your month, your day, or all of that stuff there. And then just like with the Hobonichi, you have your timed column. And the Hobonichi usually has like a quote at the bottom, but this is blank. So you can put a gratitude, you could put something to, a note to remind yourself about something for the day. And then you have all of these through the end of the notebook. And there you are. So this was something I wanted to try a Hobonichi, but I've had a Hobonichi and it didn't go very well. I did purchase this year the A6 Weekly. It's a little bit smaller than the A6. And so for those of you that have never seen the A6 Weekly insert, all it is it starts the last day of December of this year, and you have your week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it's always a Monday start because it's a Japanese. And it also has the days of the week in the day, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, in the Japanese characters, the kanji. So, and that's all that this has, all the way through. There's August, and there's just a little bit of grid page at the back, not a lot. So there's December, and then here's your last few days of next year, and then the beginning of 2020, and then you've got just a couple of pages of grid. But this is the Tomoe River paper. This paper, the Asian Vintage, feels much more like the MD paper. Like here's the MD paper. This is the MD, and this is the paper in the Asian Vintage. It feels similar to that, maybe a little toothier, so it might not bleed as much, but it's a beautiful looking paper. And so I have a couple of extra notebooks that I'm going to try this month. I've got my MD, or this year. I've got this one, I've got this, and then of course I have my Midori design. This is the calendar that I started in September of last year that I've continued to update through. Here we are in December. And then of course I have our new design for 2019. I've already got some of our concerts and spring break and all that fun stuff, and a student recital in here. And then of course, Midori Designs. We have a dot grid insert, which I've started this one to keep track of our bills and expenses, and we have 2 credit cards left to pay off. We paid off 4 credit cards this year, which was wonderful. And then I also have this. This was, if you look at it, it was a Maybooks, as you can see. I guess they call it their wide. So I cut it down to A6 size, so I would actually use it. And I kept as much of the plate as I could. I mean, because it's decent enough paper for using as like a bullet journal or a tracker or a to-do list. So I have lots of A6 stuff to use. And then of course a folder that I made with some cute scrapbook paper. And then this is a Tomoe River insert that I was going to use for art journaling, but all I did was I started writing in it, and I haven't done any art journaling in it, so I'm not sure. I'm trying to keep everything much more minimal this year. I kind of went out the year with the bang, and like November, it was kind of crazy. So I have that. So that's my A6 stuff, but I wanted to get a different maker because the one I have for Monique it's a beautiful size, but it's like just the right size to fit 4 inserts, and I don't know if I want to stuff it or not. So that was why I went with the Asian Vintage notebook. But let's take a quick look at this beautiful bag here, and let's see what we've got. Oh, I see stitching. Oh, and a clasp. Ooh, and see, I love when they send them in a bag, so when you're not using it, you can protect the, protect the leather. So you can see it's like this, almost the same leather, but I think this is the old stamp that they used to have, and this is the newer one. Or is this the new one? And I don't know. But I know there was a brand change. I think this might be the new one, and this is the old one. I think because the Traveler's Notebook has been copyrighted now. And see, this is what that looks like. And these are wonderful for putting there. Or if you wanted to, you could, let me make sure I'm in the center, slide it to the front, and I'll just take one of my Sharpie, or my Crayolas. And look, it's that wonderful pull-up leather where you can, put a pen there if you wanted to. So let's see what all she included. So this has stitching. Let me open it up. It's a beautiful leather. Oh wait, I feel pockets. There's pockets. This has pockets. I love the clasp, and I'm a huge fan of the single elastic. I know this one has 4, but I do like the single elastic, like in the style of a Midori. So let's, ooh, sorry, I'm a little far up. Oh, look at that. So you could really use this as a wallet. So the spine is semi-reinforced. This, I wonder why they didn't stitch that down. Maybe so it would wrap around. Anyways, so there's a reinforcement here of your spine. There's a large pocket here. And here, let me take this out. So you have a credit card slot here, credit card slot here, and like this would be for like your driver's license or some sort of a photo ID, or if you're not using it for that, you could put one of those cute clippy die-cutty things in there if that's what you're into. Oh, and look, the back even has card slots. So there's a card slot here, card slot here, another deep pocket, and then these are actually closed. There is, I'm not sure if you can see. Let me get up a little closer. There's like a brown material in there. It's kind of a shiny, suede-y look. This one has it too. So all on the back of this, there's a brown material. If you can see that. Sorry, the lighting is horrible today. It does have a pen loop. And lately, the pen that I've been using is, oops, I just pulled the cap off, is this one, the Papermate Flare Ultra Fine. And this should fit because it's not a chunky pen. Yep. Let me, look at that, nice. I do love the standard Midori size. That's one reason I have all my Midoris still. So this has 3 card pockets here. So you can put any of your store cards or ephemera or whatever. Oh, and then it also has the large pocket here. Kind of like the original Midori. And let's see, she included some inserts. So there's just a blank insert, wonderful for journaling, art journaling. There's another blank insert. And another blank insert. There we go. So she included 3 inserts, the zipper pouch, and this gorgeous traveler's notebook. And it's a thin leather, but since it does have the pockets, it makes it almost the same thickness as this one that's kind of like the Midori. Wow, that is so beautiful. I was thinking, hey, I want to get one of those Midori that's been altered, like the by the Baumkuchen, that store, the Baumkuchen store, and they look lovely, but they're just so expensive, and I can't see spending, gosh, how much was that? $180, almost $200 on a modified Midori Traveler's Notebook, but they look so beautiful. So I have this to try to see if it's something that I will think that I want to do, but look how beautiful that is. And she has a lovely brass clasp here. And since it is a single strand of elastic, she did include with it, you'll see, an elastic around those, kind of like a jump band or the Midori band. So you can see it's just one elastic. Let's deconstruct it so you can really get a look. So there you go. So you can see this piece of elastic here is, I think, just to give it a little bit more rigidity. I wonder, I might stitch that down. Just because you can get your hands under there. But it's a beautiful leather, and it smells really nice. It doesn't have a funny smell. It smells like just a beautiful pair of cowboy boots, because I can smell it just wafting off of it. And so then you can see how to put it all back together. And it's a nice elastic. It's a firm elastic. It's not a really soft elastic, but it's a nice firm elastic. So there you go. I just wanted to share this quick little video of what I thought was going to be just my 2 new A6 items. My, where'd I put that notebook? That beautiful notebook. The leather notebook cover. Isn't that beautiful? The A6 Hobonichi style. And this beautiful notebook that she included. Thank you so much, Len. I will link in the description below her Etsy shop, Asian Vintage. That's where I got these from. But I think she also has a standalone webpage. I will make sure that I put everything in the description below on how you can get a hold of their wonderful items. And just for those of you that like the A5 size, you can get this undated in the A5. Plus, there's some other things that she has in the A6 and the A5 size in a bound notebook like this. And this was only $9. So if you want to try the Hobonichi, but you don't want to spend the shipping from Japan, and you're not sure if it's something you're going to stick with, you know, this has, you know, a few months worth of daily pages and weekly pages. I think it has a total of like 3 months worth, or 3 months to half a year. I'm not exactly sure, but you could definitely give it a try and see if it's the thing for you. And also what's nice is with the daily pages, if you go on vacation for a week and you're not going to be doing or needing them, you don't have to date them. So then you come back and you have the daily pages. I really like that idea. Or say you decide to use it for a month and then you want to go to another size, you can come back to this and, you know, you'll still have space to use because you haven't, you know, it's not like a Hobonichi where it's dated and, you know, you don't use it for 2 months. You have 2 blank months in the middle of your notebook. So just something to think about. And if you have any questions, please leave them down below and I will get back with you as soon as I can. Okay, thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.